All right, guys, how's it going? In this video, we're going to be talking about Mo Salah's agent. That's right. What's his name? Ramy Abbas. Ramy Abbas. There's Remy. Sometimes I want to call him Remy Abbas. So Ramy Abbas. Yesterday, I made a video about him because he posted something which I think is cryptic. I thought it was cryptic. There was no proof that it was cryptic. You'd have to watch that video. It was uploaded yesterday to truly understand. If you know Ramy Abbas, you know he is very clever and very, very cryptic. In this video, trust me, you'll see what I'm talking about. However, yesterday, just to give some background, if you like, to this follow-up, Ramy Abbas on X, formerly Twitter, reposted something about Arne Slot. Like, it doesn't matter what that was, it was just a statistic or a little image graph or something. And with that, Ramy Abbas put excellent at his job. Now, that could just be praise. Oh, excellent at his job. He could have said good manager, but he said excellent at his job. Some people, including myself, think that means excellent at his job, but the other guy, he's fucking shit, right? And some people might take that as being Richard Hughes, Michael Edwards, or something like that. Purely speculative. No proof that he's been cryptic or anything. But if you know him, he's got form for it. You know what I mean? And you could turn around and say, yeah, but you're just trying to like conjure that up, dunk, because you know agenda. Why would I have an agenda against Richard Hughes? I don't know the man. I don't know if he's good at his job or not yet. I haven't seen him do anything. Got Arne Slot, that'll do for me so far. The test will be in the summer. A lot of people are not convinced by him at the moment. But no agenda here. No, this is no agenda. This is what I genuinely think was a dig, possibly at Richard Hughes. Possibly, but we don't know. But that was yesterday's discussion. That was yesterday's video. He was at it again last night. And I'm going to try and show you this. It's a bit difficult with the light. But do you see this? He put this picture out on his Instagram last night. Right? And this is I'm going to read his exact words, right, that accompany this image. In line with today's despicable mentality of, quote, if it's not on social media, it didn't happen, and, quote, I need attention and validation from people I've never met, the 14th of February never fails to make me nauseous from extreme cringe. The Hornet has nothing to do with this. What the fuck? What's he on about? You're going to tell me he doesn't post cryptic shit, right? First of all, Ramy Abbas, right? He comes across to me as, I don't know, a bit like, he's always banging on about like people on social media, blah, 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 attention seeking and all that. And he's the biggest fucking culprit for it. Do you know what I mean? And I might be speaking out of line here, but I feel like someone's upset Ramy Abbas at some point in his personal life. I really do. Because some of the things he says, they come across as a bit bitter and a bit like resentful. Do you know what I mean? That would be a video for another day. Let's stick with what he says. So, in line with today's despicable mentality of, if it's not on social media, it didn't happen, and I need attention and validation from people I've never met, the 14th of February never fails to make me nauseous from extreme cringe. The Hornet has nothing to do with this. You know, first of all, what I will say is maybe people do need attention and validation, Ramy, because maybe they've got nothing in their lives. Maybe they don't have a client that is a multimillionaire footballer and they don't make millions of pounds and have millions of pounds in their banks to maybe be in a position of your attitude on life. So maybe you do get people that post pictures of an expensive handbag or something, you know, that maybe they can't afford. This is stuff that he's mentioned before on his X account. Maybe people do post a picture of a laptop that's maybe expensive or something, you know, because maybe they've got nothing in their lives. You know what I mean? Maybe a girl does put, oh, look at my expensive handbag, and maybe she has got it on a credit card, Ramy. Does it fucking matter? You know what I mean? Like, it's easy to be smug and be have this attitude of, taking shots at people, but maybe they need validation. Maybe they haven't got anyone, Ramy, first of all. So he gets right on my fucking tits. He comes across as condescending and patronising with some of these things. Yet, I kind of like, and at the other side of me, I kind of like the intrigue around him, the cryptic stuff. He's a fucker, right? And he's representing Mo Salah, and all he cares about is Mo Salah and himself, and rightly so. He ain't there to give a fuck about you or me as fans. He ain't there to care about Liverpool Football Club. He's in there to look after his client and himself, and rightly fucking so. So, no problem. So I run that whole post and that image through my AI assistant and said, basically, what the fuck do you think this means, right? And basically, the AI came back and said, Ramy Abbas has employed cryptic messages, adding to the uncertainty surrounding Mo Salah's future. Ambiguous posts, for example, and they can be interpreted in various ways, which is absolutely correct. But it could potentially signal dissatisfaction with contract negotiation or the club's direction. Bear with me, please. In sum, because it's a really long update. In summary, the cryptic messages from Salah and his agent, we were talking about some of the things Salah has said publicly previously or whatever, seem to reflect dissatisfaction with the current state of contract negotiations, possibly hinting at a departure from Liverpool. The situation remains fluid, with various stakeholders expressing differing opinions on the best course of action for both the player and the club. So I replied to the AI here and said, hang on a fucking minute. What about the image I've just sent you? Do you know what I mean? Like, focus on that, the psychology of that. What the fuck, basically? And it says here, the image you uploaded is from Ramy Abbas's Instagram, featuring a close-up of a hornet with a caption that appears to criticise modern social media culture, particularly on Valentine's Day. He mocks the idea that people feel the need to seek validation online and expresses his distaste for the, quote, if it's not posted, it didn't happen mentality. However, given the context of Salah's ongoing contract situation, Abbas's cryptic posts are often seen as indirect messages about negotiations. The hornet itself is likely a random image, but the caption could be interpreted in a deeper way. Validation from people I've never met. Could this be a dig at Liverpool fans, pundits or media constantly speculating about Salah's future? The 14th of February never fails to make me nauseous from extreme cringe. In fairness, I feel the same on the 14th. I was cringing away looking at people on my Facebook last night. Valentine's Day is associated with commitments and relationships. Is this a veiled comment on Liverpool's lack of commitment in offering Salah a new deal? I don't think so. The Hornet has nothing to do with this, he said. A disclaimer that suggests the image is irrelevant, but given Abbas's history, it could still have a hidden meaning. A hornet is aggressive and territorial. Does this reflect their stance in negotiation? It wouldn't be the first time Abbas has posted something seemingly unrelated, but indirectly linked to Salah's future. If there are no significant contract developments soon, this might just be another sign of tension between Salah's camp and Liverpool. And I said, take another look and digest it further. And it's come back at me and said, I think there's more to unpack. Hornets are territorial, aggressive and relentless when defending their space. If this post is a veiled reference to Salah's situation, it could mean they are standing firm in negotiations, refusing to back down. A hornet also stings painfully. Is this a warning shot towards Liverpool or the media about contract talks? The phrase, the hornet has nothing to do with this, feels unnecessary unless he wants people to second guess if it actually does have something to do with it. Classic deflection. Today's despicable mentality of, if it's not on social media, it didn't happen. This might be a shot at the constant speculation about Salah's future. If there's no official announcement, people assume things aren't happening behind the scenes. I need attention and validation from people I've never met. Could this be about Liverpool fans constantly demanding clarity on Salah's future? Is he saying that Salah doesn't owe an explanation to the fans or the media? I don't think so. I don't think that's The 14th of February never fails to make me nauseous from extreme cringe. I mean, he could have been just talking about things I was talking about yesterday, saying I find it a bit cringe. But this suggestion here, Valentine's Day equals commitment and love. If we apply that to football, it could hint at Liverpool's supposed commitment or lack of it to Salah. Maybe he finds the public declarations of "we want Salah to stay," which is what the fans are saying to him on his post, from Liverpool's side, cringeworthy if they're not following through with serious contract offers. I don't think so. Why post this now? Timing is key. He posted this on Valentine's Day, when love and commitment are the themes of the day. If Liverpool were fully committed, most of this stuff here I'm not agreeing with, but it says here, this is a valid point. If Liverpool were fully committed, would Salah's agent be making cryptic posts rather than publicly reassuring fans? So a lot of that stuff in there is the AI trying to say, is it this, is it that, which I don't agree with most of that. But this is a good point. If Liverpool were fully committed, would Salah's agent be making cryptic posts? Abbas has a history of playing mind games, often using vague messages to stir speculation. This post, this is the final thought. This post on the surface looks like a general rant about social media, which is something he does quite a bit. But given his history, the timing and the choice of words, it could easily be a subtle dig at Liverpool's handling of Salah's contract situation. If I had to guess, it feels like a power move, reinforcing their stance in negotiations. What do you think? What do you think? I think that his post yesterday about Arne Slot being excellent at his job, this post here, totally random, cryptic to fuck, something is not going right for Ramy Abbas. That's what I think, and I do think it is related to Mo Salah's contract situation. I felt more confident when he was in London recently, within walking distance of the offices and things like that. I don't see him jetting in and out of England to waste his time. The one thing I will say is, as well as having form for posting cryptic things to do with his client and negotiations, which he's done previously years ago, is he does rant quite a bit and take shots at people on social media, yet he is posting on social media from a position of wealth, but belittling people as well. So I don't know what's going on in his fucking head, to be honest with you, but I feel like he's not winning the situation at the moment. I feel that Liverpool, Richard Hughes, Michael Edwards, know that what they're offering his client is probably not being offered by anybody else at the moment, which would explain why he's trying to drum up interest in Barcelona in November and Real Madrid more recently. Whether that's to genuinely look at other options to move his client somewhere else, or whether that's to try and get it in the press for Liverpool to see it. Because if we saw it in sport here the other day in Spain, and I'm telling you what they're saying here, Liverpool will have read the exact same shit. But unless Richard Hughes just watches my videos, I wouldn't blame him if I was him. So yeah, I think that you've got personalities and egos here. Ramy Abbas knowing that if Mo Salah's allowed to leave Anfield, the fans will go fucking mental, so he's giving nothing. And then you've got Richard Hughes and Edwards on the other side saying, well, no one's going to give you that money. The Saudis, oh, good luck, go to Saudi then. You don't want to go to Saudi. So it's dragging on. It's annoying. I think when things are going well, you don't hear anything from anyone. Liverpool, of course, silent. They won't do anything or say anything. We've seen, advertising at Anfield to do with Salah going up recently a few days ago, and people going, oh, that's a positive thing because Virgil was included as well, no Trent. I feel like it's a combination of frustration from Ramy Abbas, and also it's just these condescending views that he has on people. I think one of his posts recently was that he'd saw two girls out, I think, for dinner, or and they were never off the phones. They were just not engaged. We always see that all the time, but you don't know what's going on in people's lives. If two girls on a phone in a restaurant, maybe they are just TikToking or taking pictures of the meals. So what? Maybe one of them's going, maybe one of those girls just lost her mum or her dad, and her friend's messaging the family saying she's all right, she's with me. You don't fucking know, Ramy. Here's an idea for you. Mind your fucking business what other people are doing. Do you know what I mean? Stick to your football. Stick to your foot. I ain't got a problem with Ramy Abbas, to be honest with you. I kind of have this twisted, like, admiration for him in some ways, because I like characters. I do like characters. It doesn't mean I agree with what they do and everything and what they say, but I do like characters, and he's certainly a character. But I'm going to leave that with you, all right? Let me know what you think. I don't agree with a lot of what the AI is coming up with there, but it's not saying it as fact. It's putting in questions, and that's what you do, right? So I'm submitting to that, to the AI, and it's saying, could it be this, could it be that? The same as you get the opportunity now to respond to me and say what you think, you know? And collectively, we often come up with many suggestions, don't we, guys? And just one more time, I'm just going to show you the image that he decided to put out last night. Absolute fucking crackpot. All that money fucking around on social media, and he wants to criticise other people on social media. Bizarre. Things can't be going right for him, in my opinion. What do you think? If you appreciate this video, please thumbs up this video. Please drop me a comment as well. I'd really appreciate a comment on this video. And if you want to buy me a coffee, is that allowed, Ramy? Are people allowed to do that? We're not all as rich as you, you know. If people want to buy me a coffee, nice one, or a beer, oh, fucking beer, then hit the super thanks button. It's the love heart under my video, and I will give a shout out in my next morning briefing and let everybody know how fucking amazing you are. That's right. And a shout out as well to my channel members. They're the people with the football next to their name in the comments section. All right, they're important people. All right, guys. Cheers.